Hey everybody, How To Life here, and today I just want to start off my new series called Tech Topics, and I want to start it off with this interesting article that I found. I don't want to say that it's my idea because I found it on the internet, but I'd like to give credit to CNET.com. I found this article, and it talks all about, well, the original topic that it talked about was this fake Twitter post that apparently Bruce Willis made or something like that. But apparently there's this big fake story out there about Bruce Willis was wondering if he could pass down his iTunes library to other people in his family when he died. But apparently there was problems with whether he owns the music or not that he buys, and so this fake story kind of turned into something that people investigated, and apparently the answer has been lying in front of us the whole time iTunes has been around, and it's actually all the wording has been in the contract. And CNET kind of looked into it and read all the user rights and everything, and kind of discussed like what actually you can do and everything. And so, uh, first thing I wanted to talk about was the iTunes part of it because this is the thing where I'm comparing iTunes and Spotify, where I think that what's the point of having iTunes when you can have Spotify, where Spotify is free unless you buy premium, obviously. But for iTunes, what the contract says is that you don't own all your music that you buy. Merely, what you're doing is that you're buying into a contract between you and the Apple company of iTunes. And so this contract is one that the $1.29 or whatever you pay for your songs, that's what you pay for them to lease you a contract for you to listen to that song personally. There's a lot of different things that you're not technically allowed to do. Um, I don't want to get into too many details, but basically all that $1.29 or whatever you pay is just to lease the contract. It's not for you to own anything or do anything. And there's actually a lot of things you can't do, like, well, obviously like burn CDs off and sell them to people, but yeah, so that whole everything you pay isn't to own it. Apparently, it's to just to lease it to you so you can listen to it. And so the other topic I wanted to talk about was Spotify, because Spotify is not something you pay for unless you want to do premium, which I think is like $4 or something like that a month. I'm not exactly sure on the price, but for Spotify, all you do is you go to their website, you download their little program thing, and you can listen to any music you want on your computer as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection. And actually, what I have heard is that Spotify, for every listen that people listen on their Spotify account, that every time they listen to a certain song, they give a tribute to a band or whatever band you're listening to. They actually, I've heard that they pay them, and that it's like it's not anything big, but for like every listen to the full song, they get like a couple cents or something, and everything's paid for by the ads that Spotify places on their program and everything. And so my thought on this was, if you look at this slide, you can see on the left there's the Spotify library or somebody's Spotify library, and on the right is an iTunes library. And I thought it was interesting how they look eerily similar, except the problem between the two is that the one on the left, Spotify, is one that you don't pay for, and the one on the right is one that you do and you still don't own it. So my argument to this tech topic for today is that why get an iTunes or an iTunes library when you have to pay for everything and you still don't own it? Whereas on Spotify, you don't own it anyways, but you still get to listen to all your music that you like. But that's kind of just the argument I had. I kind of saw that article and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I wanted to let you guys know about it. Yeah, and so let me know what you think in the comment section. Whether you have an argument against me or for me, I don't really care. But just let me know what you think. I thought it was kind of an interesting topic, and I think it'd be kind of cool to see what other people think about it, just so I'm not extremely biased towards one side. But yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And thanks for watching.